What is a container? In this video, we are going to learn about container elements in websites for HTML. Let's add a container element to our canvas. We click this add button, and in the structures panel, we will find right next to the section container. We'll click on this and drag and drop this into the section we have. Now by default, you will see that it feels like a div block, as you will see the border around the container. And container by default has a fixed width, which is 940 pixels. When we design a website, we try to structure a website in a particular way and try to keep everything organized. In order to do that, we take the help of all the elements provided. Basically, sections and containers are just div blocks with some predefined styles. For example, container has a specific width. Container help us to keep the layout organized to a fixed width. For example, if I try to put this div block inside the container, it's going to organize it to its specific width. First, we have to remove the width of the div block, and I will just simply reset the width of div block. Now the div block is taking the complete width of the canvas. If I click on the div block and drag it inside the container and drop it, now you can see container is having a fixed width and the div block is also having a fixed width. Just like div blocks, containers can also be customized. For example, if I want to change the width of a container, I click on the container element from the left navigator panel, and on the right side, I'll scroll it to the size panel where I can change the max width of the container. Right now, it is set to 940 pixels. I can change it to, for example, 1011 pixels. If I click enter, you can see the container width has been changed. Now, for sure, that is your own choice how you want to customize the container and how you want to use it. And maybe if you don't want to use a container, on the other hand, you can use a div block to act as a container. For example, if I add a div block, an empty div block here, and if I want to give it a max width of 940 pixels, it's going to act like a container. And if I drag and drop this inside a section, it's also, you can see there's a fixed width to a div block, and it's also going to act like a container. In future, we are going to build our website by the same way. For example, we will take first a section, and inside a section, we are going to take a container, and then inside a container, we are going to put all of or any element that we want inside. Maybe we can start with a div block. So you can see the entire structure here. There is going to be a section first, then there is going to be a container, and then a div block. That's it for this video. See you in the next video.